Welcome back to Pride. We got a real big fight coming up in 2020. Canelo versus Ggg 3. This is going to be their third fight. First fight was a draw. Second fight, Canelo won. Third fight's going to be coming up. There's no date set just yet. Both fighters agreed to the fight. Canelo still has Billy Joe Saunders, but I'm sure both of these fighters are training for each other, getting ready for this third fight. So now I want to take a look into what Ggg needs to do to win this third fight, to get a different outcome than that first and second fight, to not leave this fight in the hands of the judges. Now we're going to look back at that second fight, more recent than the first fight. Could look at both fights and take a lot from him. I'm sure he's studying both films. But really from that second fight, you want to look at what he did wrong, what he could have done more to change the outcome of this third fight. The biggest thing that I noticed early on in that second fight, Ggg wasn't throwing any combinations. He was throwing single shots. Abel Sanchez advised him to continue throwing single shots. He said, don't worry about the combinations. I like Abel Sanchez. He's a great trainer. Nothing against him. There's no one to blame but yourself when you lose a fight or when you get a draw, when you should have got a win, or leaving a fight in the judge's hands when you should have finished the fight. So, bad advice from his corner man. Bad advice from himself in the action, in the moment. He should have known what he had to do, especially somebody with as many fights as Ggg had. Maybe he was playing it safe, trying to stay a little bit too much on the outside, giving too much respect to each other. I like what Sugar Ray Leonard said about that fight. He said that both fighters in their first fight just didn't take any chances. They didn't really push hard enough and really open up and show the best of themselves in that first fight. Second fight, they opened up a little bit more, but still, I don't think it's going to be compared to what we're going to see in that third fight. Third fight's going to be real exciting. It's going to be a good fight to see. And one of the things Ggg needs to do in this third fight, let loose those combinations in the early rounds, change levels, head, body, head, and more importantly, use that long, powerful jab at the end of his combinations. We all saw in that second fight when he landed those jabs at the end of a combination, those are the jabs we saw him snapping Canelo's head back with, doing a lot of damage. So you'll notice with this combination, after the first 1-2, I follow up with a second jab. That second jab, I'm in a little bit better range than I was in for the first two shots. I'm inching in on the 1-2 so that that third jab comes real long and really snaps my opponent's head back. This will work even more better for Ggg because he's got a long, powerful jab. These are the jabs we saw him snapping Canelo's head back in that second fight, but he didn't use it until the later rounds. He didn't really throw combinations and add that jab at the end of the combinations until those later rounds. If he does this in the early rounds, creates openings to land those body shots in the early rounds. In a big fight like this, early rounds, it's hard to really commit and get that close and fight inside and throw shots to the body. This is one thing that Ggg can work on to really open up, to be able to throw shots to the body and follow up and add to that combination. So if Ggg can throw bigger combinations in the early rounds and really open Canelo up to be able to land shots to the body, it's going to do a lot more damage in the early rounds. He'll take some energy out of him from landing those body shots. And in those later rounds, when he throws those combinations and even hurts Canelo, he'll have a much better chance of knocking him out and not leaving it in the hands of the judges. So how does Ggg change the outcome of this third fight? He needs to land those body shots early. How does he land the body shots early? By adding combinations in the early rounds. He can't just throw the single shots. He's got to throw combinations, especially against a guy like Canelo with good head movement. The first shot might miss, the second shot might miss because of the head movement. Third and fourth shots land. Okay? So if he throws these combinations early, it'll give openings for the body shots. He'll kill two birds with one stone. He'll be able to start doing damage, scoring points, landing a lot of shots, and opening up the body to take that energy away from Canelo. This way in the later rounds, he could finish the fight, leave it in his hands instead of the judge's hands. This is going to be a good fight for boxing. It's going to be in 2020. We don't got the date yet, but I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are looking forward to it. Like I said, it's a good fight for boxing. No matter what the outcome, no matter who wins, I'm rooting for Ggg though. But whoever wins, good fight for boxing. It's going to be a great fight to watch. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe to Pride Martial Arts.